Which brings us to the opening. That's the focus of tonight's angle. Now, for years, Republicans essentially just wrote off California as they had New York and New England states. Not going to worry about campaigning there, can't win there, right, for the presidential. We were told that the GOP was facing extinction even, and that it could even get wiped out in a state like Texas.
National progressives focusing on Wendy Davis as somebody who could help turn Texas purple.
You're a rock star.
No, there's just so many great people who are.
You can't go anywhere without getting.
Hey!
The fact that Texas is up for grabs says it all.
2020 elections are approaching, and with them, the possibility, think about this, that deep red Texas could turn blue for the first time since Jimmy Carter in 1976.
Nice try, Don. Of course, we never bought any of this. We certainly didn't buy into the defeatist mindset on the GOP part. After all, we know that liberal policies, once they're really embraced and enacted, well, they end up producing only resentment, then a lower standard of living, more crime, and, of course, misery for everybody except maybe a few plutocrats. Last year, when the Angle reported from San Francisco, we sensed that people there had just gotten fed up with the crime, the filth, and, yes, the homelessness.
I have a friend who was mugged on the corner right here at 2 p.m. on a Tuesday, broad daylight. It feels lawless. People don't feel safe in this city. It's a reality. It's not a media ploy.
Violent crimes are up because of Chesa Boudin's policies. It's a catch and release. I've said he's got the swiftest revolving door in the criminal justice system.
Yeah, even tolerant San Franciscans couldn't take it any longer. DA Chesa Boudin is out, and now the city has a chance to start making better choices. I mean, what did they think, though, when they elected the child of the Weather Underground duo of Bernadette Dorn and Bill Ayers? What were they thinking in San Francisco? And it's worth noting where the votes for the recall of Boudin came from. The only areas where Boudin did well were white, rich, liberal enclaves, the type of, progressives who live there who just look down on the average working person and who basically they believe that their suffering is justified for the greater good. But working class people, areas with high concentrations of Hispanics and Asians, they turned out in droves for the recall of the DA. Turns out they won't be fooled again. They want and they deserve a better life. So no amount of bad-mouthing America as a rotten, racist, misogynist, or colonial power is going to make the liberals' horrible policies go down any better for the working class of this country. Think about it this way. Immigrants came here because they loved what America offered. Freedom, a fair shot at a prosperous life, schools that teach, the ability to worship in peace, safety. But with Democrats, all they get is racial resentment, victimology, high taxes, high prices, open borders, and out-of-control crime. But look, I don't have any great illusion that Democrats will see San Francisco as a wake-up call. I really don't. Because I don't think they will. They'll keep putting stock in another waste of time and money. I'm talking about the January 6 hearings to try to deliver them from their electoral disaster coming up. They'll keep talking about coronavirus variants or keep pushing deviancy on our children. They'll keep throwing in with the cannabis industry so the kids will grow up to be numb and dumb. And I think they're just going to keep on believing that abortion is a holy sacrament, protected at all costs. They'll keep our southern border wide open, absolutely. And of course, they're going to keep rewarding China and punishing U.S. manufacturers. Yet still, Democrats are worried. So worried that George Soros is back at it, this time buying up Spanish-language radio stations in an attempt to shut down the conservative wave among Latinos. Now, why our billionaires, the conservative billionaires, don't think strategically like this is anyone's guess. But in any event, I think Hispanic voters are going to see right through this. $6 gas is $6 gas. So saying bad things about Trump or the GOP in Spanish, that's not going to make the pain at the pump feel any better. So this is the opening Republicans have been waiting for. It's time for a 50-state Republican strategy for victory. And that means this fall, states like Michigan, where Governor Gretchen Whitlis Whitmer should face a serious challenge from someone like the up-and-coming Tudor Dixon. And even the deep blue Washington state, where Senator Patty Murray is feeling the heat from Tiffany Smiley, who we profiled last night. And in 2024, we don't want to win by 10 electoral votes. We want to win in a Reagan-era landslide. That means an urgent appeal to all Americans who want to save everything we love about our country. A return to common sense, an informed patriotism, a respect for our institutions from law enforcement to the Supreme Court, an embrace of American history as we continue to learn from our past, of course. Look, we know what works. Trump's policies worked. He had rising wages, no inflation, a tight border, no new wars, no free pass for China. A belief in America first. And that's the angle.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.